All right, Line Unlimited. Look at this beautiful background. Show me a place in the world that has that. Hmm? I just came from Athens, and Athens doesn't have it. Athens has a different vibe. Greece. I climbed the highest peak there, Likavito, and it was a beautiful view, beautiful city. You can see like the Acropolis there, but this is our Acropolis. We didn't have to build it to do it there. It's a natural thing, and it's the most. I think it's one of the seven natural wonders of the world. Table Mountain, Hurikwaka, also known as. I'm sure my friend Santonio and all these gents and ladies that understand and are very much educated on the history of this beautiful mountain will tell you about this. If you ever need to find out the rich history of Cape Town's, back in the days, I'm not even sure what the correct words are, and I'm sure Santonio will WhatsApp me at some point and correct me, but this is called Hurikwacha, and I think it's, yeah, Santonio, drop a line and the comment, and you guys can all ask him. He can write you a nice little thing there, and I'll be educated as well. But it's a very special mountain with special energy in it. If you need to find out the mysteries of this mountain, there's a lot of cool guys. Johan October is a guide. Santonio, a whole bunch of other guys. Santonio Yonkers from Hilltop Adventures, I think it's Hilltop. Yeah. But yeah, get in touch and find out the history. Don't just come and take a photo and say, I've done Lion's Head, or selfie or Instagram and whatever, show your bum and whatever, your duck face. But I said duck, D-U-C-K, just so you know. But yeah, there's a lot more to this mountain, and I spent 2 minutes explaining that. But yeah, so on the way up, I always try and meditate and think of, I try and focus on who I'm grateful for. And I thought to myself, I have to salute and pay homage and show my gratitude to what recently has happened to me in the last 2 months. It's been a hectic year for me. I keep saying that, but I'm grateful for the year. It's tested me, it's molded me, it's put me in the right direction. Sometimes life has to fall apart for you to be able to actually rebuild it the way that the universe intended it to be. So a lot went down in Frankfurt, Germany in May. A lot, and that's a whole episode on its own that I'm gonna cover one day when I'm ready to. But I was supposed to actually emigrate to Frankfurt, Germany in November, beginning of November, and the universe held me back in different ways. My mom wasn't well, and a few other things. And to be honest, this mountain here has been holding on to me because I haven't done the 1,000 summits. And so I still had the ticket, so I thought, let me go fly to Frankfurt and Athens and try and live life as I would have if I was lived there. So, remove the honeymoon thing, because it's always a honeymoon until life gets real when you move to another country. So, in Frankfurt, the weather was depressing. Nice and then depressing. It was weird. There's like 4 seasons one day sometimes. But on the Friday, it snowed. I'm all good with snow. It's the sunshine, the lack of sunshine that I'm worried about. That really gets to you. And this is also why the South Africans that have moved to Frankfurt or Germany in general, guys, I mean, you guys are powerhouses. Well done to you. Fast bait, and you know what? That's true strength. I respect you. It takes a lot to leave the beautiful country that is South Africa and go to a place where there's a lot of darkness in winter, more than freaking load shedding will give you. I can bet you that. You guys think load shedding is bad, yeah? Sun comes up at 9, goes down at 3 or whatever, and you barely see the sun. So winter's tough. So I'm gonna try and remember you all. in Frankfurt, my Frankfurt people, my Frankfurt family. So Rob, first of all, Rob, you know who you are. What a legend. I was on the Facebook group, South Africans in Frankfurt, and he was one of the first guys to help me out. He was very, very kind. His dad's still here in Johannesburg, but he moved and he's got a family in Frankfurt, and he's such a superhero and at the same time, such a chill guy and down to earth, and got nothing but respect for this guy. So I'm sending you lots of good energy, Rob. Thank you for looking after me and for being kind. And you get, usually when I go to Europe, I have to get myself from the airport to wherever, hotel, wherever, taxi or underground or subway or rental. And when I said to Rob, listen, I'm coming to Frankfurt, he said, what flight and what time are you landing? Who does that? An amazing human being. And usually South Africans do that. We look after each other. So that alone, truly grateful. Like getting into a new country that I've been to 2 more times, and the previous time before, when I was there, it was a battle on its own, emotional battle for me, because I lost a lot. And to get into Frankfurt and be welcomed by true South African warmth was amazing. So yeah, thank you, Rob. And yeah, also wanted to thank Danny. Danny knows who she is. Danny and I sat in somewhere near the center and watched all these Germans do their 3-point turns, and we were like, it's almost like Top Gear. We were rating them out of 10. We were just having a conversation. And I never met Danny before. Like I met Danny also on South Africans in Frankfurt Facebook group, and she also helped me out. She's working at the Hilton there as a sous chef, or I think whatever she is, she's a real ninja at it. She's like in her early 20s, but she's like got the maturity levels and the mindset of a really strong 30-year-old. So I'm really, like, I see her as a little sister, but a big sister in a way. Even though we've never met, we sat down, we were talking for like 2-3 hours, and we were just like clicking, and she, yeah, kudos, man. Like, you're a legend, Danny. Well done. She's in Frankfurt, and her boyfriend is in Amsterdam. So good luck to them. I really hope that they're happy, and I really hope to see Danny go up. She is gonna go up. She learned German so fast. Getting a B1 certificate for German speaking is not easy, guys. So well done. It's taken me 3 months to get an A1. She's like, I don't know. There must be some brilliant DNA there. So yeah, Danny, thank you so much for being nice to me and looking out for me. Yeah. And then who else? This video is gonna cut out in about a minute and a half, so I'm gonna make another video, because I can't not talk about the others. But yeah, I want to tell Danny and Rob that I know I told you guys that I'm moving soon and joining you in Frankfurt, but I have to finish a mission, which is to climb Lion's Head 1,000 times, and there's a lot going on in my life, and before I leave Cape Town, I have to finish what I started. And every time I climb, there will be a point in time when I think of you guys, carry you. So getting emo because yeah, you guys are awesome, and I'll see you on the flip side. When you visit, please come to Cape Town so I can take you up Lion's Head. If you ever visit, take you around, look after you the same way you did, and go forward and be yourselves. You guys are amazing, and I will see you hopefully soon. I'll come visit. Okay, so part 2, 10 minutes. I think the video cut out a little bit there, but once again, Danny and Rob, you guys know who you are. Sending you lots of love and good energy from the top of Lion's Head. This is summit number 670 of 1,000. So yeah, Frankfurt people. I have to thank my brother from another mother, who I met in 2004 when he came for a conference. Nico Tselios, also a Greek guy who grew up in Frankfurt all his life, and he's an oncologist, one of the best in Germany. And we've been friends since 2004. Like, I go to Frankfurt, he's like the base, and he's always busy. He's saving lives and all that, but he makes time for me, and I really appreciate that. I really do. I mean, there's going to be other videos where I just talk about him and our relationship, because he's like a brother to me. And then his lady and his other half, and definitely the person that's keeping Nico going, and Nico I really hope he looks after her, is Despina. I don't know if she'll even watch this, because the last time I did those Lion Unlimited Diaries in May, where I was falling apart, she told me, rather do podcasts, because I didn't look, and she was right. I didn't look like I was inspirational. I was actually broken. I was very raw, and these are some things that I'm aim to inspire, not to bring you down. And she's right, and she's a very wise lady, and it's not like she's trying to stop me from doing something. She's just trying to make me stronger and make me realize that there's a lot more to it, and we can't play victim. You can't play victim. You're not a victim. The only victims out there are people that struggle or suffer in war and violence. They are the real victims. If you can help yourself get out of situations, then you're not a victim. So thanks, Despina. She's like a sister to me as well, and I really hope she's good and looking after herself, and I hope to see them again. I really enjoy the conversations with Despina, and the growth I get from it. I was in a serious, not serious situation, but I was like I said, I'll do that another time, but I was broken in May, and she was there to pick up the pieces, and I'm grateful for that. So like I say, I always say to people, I'm lucky because I walk amongst lions. I am a lion because I walk amongst lions and lionesses. So everyone I mention on these videos are lions. I only mention lions. Hyenas can go jump or raise the bar, or raise themselves when they're ready to become a lion. And I don't say that as a negative thing. I just know that you got to know your place, and you got to look at that, it's Dennis. So yeah, let's see if Dennis is gonna see me, but let's see who else from Frankfurt. Lefteri and Kiki, also amazing people looking after me when I was there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and inspiring me and being so compassionate, and yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for inviting me to wherever you guys go when I was there. And Lefteri, thank you for inspiring me to pursue my bachelor's in applied psychology. I really appreciate that. I'm convinced that it's the universe intended for this year to go in that way, where I finish the mission I started 20 years ago, which when I started studying. I couldn't study psychology at UCT because my maths my maths mark was terrible, and you have to do stats at UCT and whatever. And this time I get a chance with IU University in Berlin, and I do it online. So 3 years from now, hopefully I'll be a sports psychologist, and hopefully I'll be working with Lefteri and his team. Lefteri is a neurosurgeon, and they're developing some amazing new things to help people holistically. Kiki is the president of the Frankfurt Greek community. She's also a lawyer, and so what's interesting about this power couple, because they are a power couple because of how kind and amazing they are. Lefteri is from the same island as my mom, and Kiki is like 2 towns away from where my dad's from, so the north and south of Greece. So Crete and Kiki is from Evro. So I relate to both of them. So they're gonna have great kids because it's a great combo, just like myself and my 2 sisters. We are a good combination. And funny enough, Crete and the north of Greece is where the real Greeks are from. I say that because I'm not saying my Athenian friends are not Greek. It's just that it's more traditional, I find, and more warm. And most people in Athens aren't actually from Athens, so don't take it the wrong way. So I love you all. It's just I guess I relate to those parts. It's like Cape Town and Durban. Somehow we're similar but not same, but not same, but same. So yeah, who else? I have to mention Yuki from G-Star Jeans, or G-Star. I always go to G-Star in Frankfurt, and I always buy something there because it's like, if I don't do it, it's sacrilege. And Yuki's been there twice or 3 times, and she's just an amazing human. The good energy she has. So thank you, Yuki, for looking after me every time. I always come to G-Star and see how you are. I finally got her on Instagram now, so yeah, hopefully she can watch this on YouTube. But yeah. So what else? Who else? Come on, Frankfurt. We're only thinking of the Lions in Frankfurt. There are some people I know that are not Lions. We're not going to mention them. They're not bad. They're just they need to grow a little. And yeah, I'm forgetting people. Why am I forgetting people? Matt, who is a part of the cabin crew for Lufthansa. He's basically rearranged my CV when I was looking for a job, and he did a great job. Thanks, Matt. You're a legend. Met up with me, definitely a Durban Boichi. We were just having a beer, and all of these South Africans I met, it just felt like I knew them forever. I don't know. And the thing is, that's what I like. Is like, when us South Africans, when we're like tough times, we're tough people. We get together, and that's why we win World Cups. We win Rugby World Cups because we know when it's time to get going, the tough get going, and we are tough. South Africans, we've survived so much. We survived Zuma. We've survived load shedding. We've survived so much. We've survived the ANC. We still are. Yeah, not running out of time again, but part 2. Thank you. I mean, if there's going to be more people from Frankfurt, guys, I'll try and remember the rest of you. But thank you, my Frankfurt family. I will see you soon. Yeah, Sammy from what you call it, from the pub. She's a she's from Canada, but she's a waitress and she knows people I know. So Sammy, you're a legend. This is for you, this climb. And yeah,